What is going on, guys? My name is Tefty. Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a little bit different video than what we've done in the past. I am going to be taking a look at the Arturia MicroFreak. This is a digital synth with an analog filter. Came out about a year ago, early 2019. It's a different take on wavetable synthesis, digital wavetable synthesis, digital oscillators, with like a kind of a unique approach to it. At least I think it's unique anyways. So yeah, I haven't pulled the trigger up until now, and they also did a new update for the firmware 2.0, which I have not installed yet because I haven't actually unboxed this yet. So I'm gonna unbox it, check out some stuff, noodle around, kind of just experience it for the first time live on a video. Now, as far as I know, they've taken, I think, 9 algorithms from Mutual Instruments Platts module, which is an open source software that's in a hardware module. They've taken some of those elements and kind of molded it into their own product, but I'm excited to jump into it and see what's up. So let's unbox this baby. Here's the, so looking back, the Arturia MicroFreak. Mom, the synth is being weird again. Analog filter, digital oscillator. It doesn't have any effects, I believe. And that keyboard, I don't know if I'm actually gonna like that keyboard, the PCB keyboard, because I like real keyboards. That thing's obviously different. Not that it's not a real keyboard, but it's a different keyboard. Let's open it up. Well, well, well. Look at that. Let's get the power supply out first. Comes with a few adapters for MIDI to 1/8 inch. And we got our power supply here. The phone right here. Pretty typical packaging. Ooh. All right. In the plastic. Arturia MicroFreak. And it's got the silica bag. Keep that moisture out of there. There it is. The MicroFreak. It is pretty small, actually. A lot smaller than anticipated. For some reason I thought it was gonna be about maybe this big-ish, but it's, I mean, it does have micro in the name. MicroFreak. So it makes sense that it's actually pretty small. It looks really nice. These knobs feel good. I don't think I've ever really had a problem with Arturia's build construction. At least the products that I've purchased. I did actually get a Drum Brute Impact as well, which maybe we'll do another video on that. Maybe, we'll see. I'm actually excited to try that out for some different drum programming. So let's get this thing powered on and hear what it sounds like. And before I actually power this on and connect things up, let's have a look at the back. So obviously you got USB power, you got an on-off switch right here. You got those MIDI connections right here, which I actually like. These DIN connections are really big and kind of, they're dated, let's be honest, right? You got clock in and out, which is always nice to be able to clock this with stuff that's not always just MIDI. Sync it up with like Volcas or your modular. Then you got the CV and gate out as well. So you have CV, gate, and pressure. So you can hook this up to your modular and kind of do some extra sounds with it as well as you connect it or as you're playing on the keyboard or the arpeggiator. And then it has one mono output. I believe it's mono. Pretty sure it's mono. So one output right there. So again, there's no stereo effects or anything like that. No effects on board. So you'd have to add your own effects to it. All right, back to hooking up the power. Okay, moment of truth, we're gonna turn it on. MicroFreak. First sound. Let's go through some presets here. Punisher. This keyboard is interesting. It's obviously very sensitive. You just put your hands on there. It's immediately doing stuff. So Punisher. Okay, next, trance. Tricks them out. Why is the modulation matrix kicking in suddenly? So I'm not exactly sure what's happening with this. The modulation matrix kicks in after I hit a preset, after a few seconds. All right, fast forward a little bit. Turns out I did have to update the firmware. I was on firmware 1.0.5. I updated it to 2 point something or another. There was some sort of weird encoder glitch that was going on that was affecting the filter cutoff envelope type of stuff. So halfway through when I was playing a patch, it would just switch that and it would keep on doing it after a few seconds. So clearly some sort of bug. But the firmware update was no problem at all. All you had to go to was the MIDI control center from Arturia. So you load that up, make sure it's the latest version, and then plug in your MicroFreak. And then it says, hey, do you want to update the firmware? And I was like, yeah, update the firmware, man. And then boom, updated the firmware, no problem at all. So this is preset number 4, Ether, in paraphonic mode. So quick notes about this synth. It's a 4-voice paraphonic synth. If you don't know what paraphonic means, it basically is saying that you can play all 4 of those voices. So just like that, play them separately. But they share the same filter and they share the same ADSR. So you can't adjust those individually per voice and you can't have the LFO adjust per voice. It's all the same on there. I personally don't mind paraphonic synths. I think they're pretty cool. This keyboard is really interesting. I'm finding myself enjoying it a lot more than I thought. Originally when I saw it, I was like, I don't know. I'd probably rather not use that keyboard and use something else, hook it up via MIDI. The more I play it, the more I like it. Oh, pitch bend. I don't know what's causing that other harmonic content. It's obviously very sensitive, so you can easily fat finger. Oh, it's how much. I did not realize that. So how much of my finger actually controls like other harmonic content? I think it's controlling like the wave and timbre of the actual oscillator. It probably tells me in here. Oh yeah, pressure. Pressure is how much flesh is on the PCB board, I think. It's interesting. I don't, that's one of those things. It's like, I don't know how much I'd actually really be using that. I know, it's kind of weird. I feel like this keyboard is great for just being really nimble. But as soon as I start laying some extra finger on that, I don't know. Although it might just be this patch. See, okay, let's actually have a look at this. So with the matrix, say, okay, so you just spin the matrix knob. You can go over to pressure right here. So pressure wave is -100. Okay, actually, let's have a look at this. So if I press this, so it's a super wave is the oscillator. And if I see, it's not a very smooth transition, so that's why I don't like the pressure on there. So let's actually adjust that. And maybe let's apply, what if we did pitch actually? Like pitch it up? How much? Wow. I immediately like that better, 100%. Let's switch up the filter. Oops. That's too much. I'm already having a ton of fun playing this thing. Let's change up the type. So we have basic wave, which sounds nice. Super wave, wavetable. Let's take off this pressure because that's going to annoy me if I'm testing things. These buttons are very clicky also. Like, it's kind of loud. So this is wavetable. Timbre. Timbre sounds like it's adjusting like a grain type of thing. Shape, kind of... I mean, it's adjusting the shape, obviously, but it kind of sounds like more of a chorusy type of thing that's happening. Too bad that's not smooth transitions between the wavetables. That would have been really cool if we could like smoothly transition between the wavetables. Let's try adding some reverb to this patch. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's go back to the original patch. Again, that's with reverb being added. It's a Lexicon MX400 that I have in my rack back there. That's hooked up to my Mackie board right here. Let's keep on looking at some of these oscillators. This is a harmony? Yeah. Harmonics? Let's go wave on here. Interesting. Kind of feels like where, like imagine it being a bottle and where you're hitting on the bottle. Let's go all the way down to the bass. Let's bring up timbre. Oh, timbre's also getting affected by the cycle envelope. That's cool. Okay, now let's adjust the shape. Again, shape kind of, it sounds like it has like a chorusy effect to some of these oscillators. Very happy digital sounding synth. Alright, next. Carpless string? Oh, like a string modeler? It's cool. Let's go through the wave. Ah, the bow. Whether or not it's being bowed. A bottle. Oh, position of the bow. And then the decay. Let's turn the decay all the way down. Wow. Interesting. This would be really good with some verb too. Really nice pluck. Let's put a reverb on there. It's a nice string sound. I like it. I could totally use this in a patch. All right, coming back to the oscillator. Took the reverb off. Let's go, let's see, virtual analog. Some clickiness. Let's go up an octave. Or 2 octaves. It's got like a very distinctive digital, but in a good way, type of vibe to it. Really digging it. Let's go low pass. Like, even without any effects, I'm finding the character I really like. So when I add effects to it, it's just makes it shine really well. It's a nice synth. Let's see, wave. Oh, this is detune. Let's get a detune. And timbre is shape. Virtual analog oscillator, and then this is wave. Sounds really good. I'm kind of undecided on the filter. Like it's nice. Like right now with this particular patch. Got a nice distinctive flavor to it going on. In some of the other oscillators, I mean these are all digital, but like the other oscillators, I feel like the filter doesn't really stand out that much. I mean maybe I'm used to just having like a drive type of thing, like hitting the analog filter really hard to make it kind of bite. I'm definitely that type of person. I like those filters that kind of like bark at you at times, but not like overly squeal. Like it has like adds a certain saturation. I don't really feel like this is doing that type of thing, but it's nice. It's not getting in the way of the sound, but it's also not doing nothing. I think it just fits really well with the digital oscillators. Back to the waves. Wave shaper. Yeah. See, this is smooth. This wave shaper. I wish the wavetable had smooth steps. It doesn't, unfortunately. Oh, the amount of wave shaping. And then the symmetry, asymmetry. Two op off him. God, it's really hard to play the black key and not accidentally hit the other key. I've read a lot of people either love or hate or both this keyboard, and I'm understanding it for sure. Because it's so fun to get your hands on and play, but at the same time, I'm not finding myself hitting things that I shouldn't be hitting, obviously. Interesting. Let's go ARP on this. Let's go hold. ratio. Formant. Formant filter. It sounds like it's talking something. Okay, now chords. Whoa. So is the chord? The chord is affected by how much finger you put on the pad. That's cool. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so you can adjust the actual type of chord. So major chord, minor 7. Let's go minor 7. C minor 7, F minor 7. Interesting. How about the wave? Okay, inversion, transposition. And then this is waveform. That's really cool. I'd like to sample that and use it to like bend it and shape it. That's cool. Very, very cool. All right, so that's chords. Then we have speech. Cool. Type of speech. Timbre. We have word. Oh, by the way, because of the way the patch has already been set up from the ether patch, the pressure is already mapped to wave, so that's why a lot of these I've been pressing and my finger's been adjusting the wave on it, so hopefully it didn't confuse anybody watching this. This is my first time going through the synth, and this is the live experience of me experimenting with the synth for the first time. Then we have modal. Let's go to the wave. So the in harmonic. And then timbre. Cool. And we have decay. Cool. God, this is so sensitive. You just, oops, whoop, whoop. It's so light. Next. Noise. I think noise is the new oscillator from 2.0. Oceans, digital oceans. That is super cool. What I'm finding is there's so much stuff in this synthesizer that I would just straight up sample and put into, put into Digitact or put into Ableton and do different stuff and manipulate the actual samples themselves. It's like a Bit Crush type of thing. Yeah, and that's it. those are all the oscillators. So obviously I probably should have gone through an init patch to go through those, but I think it's really cool seeing what possible modulation's already in there to see her move in an actual patch. So it's a little unconventional going through it that way. Obviously I was adjusting all the digital oscillator buttons right here. So type, wave, timbre, shape, they're all really straightforward. You have access to that stuff in the modulation matrix, or at least part of it. Like you have access to the wave, the timbre, the cutoff, and then you have 3 assignables. I'm not 100% sure what all is assignable, assuming the majority of stuff on the panel is all assignable. I haven't looked at the manual. I never look at manuals when it comes to synths. Actually, the only manual I really looked at was the Octatrack, because the Octatrack, right? The Octatrack. It's cool. Aftertouch wave pad. Nice. I like that. This synth sounds great. So there is the spice and dice parameters in this, which are, I believe, randomization type of things that just reconfigure stuff that's happening in the synth at any time. So with spice, I have it up now basically 100%. Sounds like what it's doing is it's picking when and how it wants to actually throw some notes in the arpeggiator. So take it all the way down. Arpeggiator is going full. Let's put this at 50%. Now let's go to the dice. Dice, I believe, is just any parameters. And it doesn't stick either. You have to actually press this this wavy thingy. I like the spice and dice. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. I officially like it. Let's move on to some other presets. Okay. Formant. The invitation. Club V. Using chords. Cool. It's pretty cool. I like it. Again, there's just so much stuff in here that I would love to sample and make a pack that I can pull parts and bits here and there. Short strings. So init, no modulation matrix, nothing, just apparently this is what init is. I'm sure there's a quick thing to actually make anything in init patch from where you're at, but I just scrolled all the way up to the presets. Let's go paraphonic. It's actually, I like the chord type of feel going on here. Let's use a low pass. Actually, before you do the filter, let's look at what type of oscillator. So this is basic waves. We got super wave, wavetable, harmonic. I'm gonna use this. Let's keep that shape up. Timbre will bring down a bit. It'd be cool to modulate the timbre. Then the content. Let's bring this somewhere down here. It'd be cool to modulate both wave and timbre, actually. So let's go to the modulation matrix. Let's go LFO. Let's modulate the wave up, I guess. And also, yeah, let's go like this. Sounds like this is really high at the moment. So before we go any further, let's make it... Yeah, I guess we'll just go with regular sine. And let's not make it synced. So it's a pretty slow LFO right now. Let's also have the LFO affect the timbre, but maybe make it go lower. Interesting, right? So to assign one of these, the assign 1, 2, and 3, all you do is you hold the button down and then you move one of the parameters. So you could do like attack, or you could do cutoff. I'm assuming, see, cutoff's already in there, so you don't want to use cutoff. That's kind of a waste. What you could do is shape. So could make this the shape. Yeah, VCO parameter 3. And then have shape be affected by the envelope or pressure. We could do pressure. Let's do pressure, actually. So pressure is going to affect the shape. It's going to make it go positive. Let's go negative. It's not the smoothest, but it'll work for now. Adjusting the attack and release. Let's speed up the LFO a bit. That's more than a bit. So it goes up to 100 hertz. Let's bring the filter up. Go high. That's definitely interesting. I like the slow moving oscillator or LFO though. Because the slow animation in that just is really, really nice. Let's go with the bass. That sounds so cool and it has no reverb on it right now. Let's put a reverb. Slow this down even more. I'm gonna save this. Let's go save, yes. Click the save, cool. So I believe, is it? Click the save. Let's see. Didn't save it. Oh well, first patch, we lost it. We need to figure out how to save. Oh, I think I was supposed to hold to save. Let's find something else. So that was harmony. This is the pluck thing. Let's go wave. Oh yeah, this is the bow wave thing. Actually, let's go to the virtual analog thingy. Yeah, let's go to this. And detune. Bring the timbre down. The wave. Cool, let's go paraphonic. Let's actually bring the wave, the tune up. There. Now I'll bring the attack. Actually, I guess we'll keep attack fast. How about a short decay? Okay. I think I want some animation in the filter from the LFO. So let's go like that. LFO. The cutoff. And I guess we'll bring it up. Yeah, that works. So now let's slow this down. Actually, let's unsync it. Give it a little bit of a wobble. Okay, now let's adjust the pressure for the wave. Actually, no, not wave. Let's go timbre. Wait, was it timbre? Let's look at this real quick. Yeah, timbre would be really cool. So let's adjust that. So timbre is going to get affected by the actual pressure. Bandpass now. Too much. Maybe that doesn't work. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so that's cool. Let's see. So then we also have this cycle envelope that we could adjust as well. We can make it loop, I guess. Yeah. This type of thing. So let's affect that. Maybe we could adjust the LFO speed to that. Let's try it. So let's assign LFO speed. Wait, did it do it? There. Okay. So LFO rate is assigned to 2 on the modulation matrix. And let's give it a pretty long-ish. Oh, there's a mount too. Interesting. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, let's go, let's try this. So, cycle envelope to assign to, I guess, up. That's cool. I like that a lot. That's very cool. Let's see what if I put a little delay on there. Let's go back to mono, so it's not paraphonic anymore. All right, this is really cool. So what I did was I put this to loop. I don't know if loop actually really affects us much, but I made the rise to about 1.5 seconds, and then the release is very long. Actually, let's bring the release really quick. So it's really cool. I made the hold sustain like 7 seconds. So basically, as I'm holding the key, it's keeping it there, and then the amount adjusts how much that LFO is getting increased based on the modulation matrix. I like it a lot. It's cool. Let's save this. Preset saved. Thank you. Let's go down an octave. Ooh, that's nice. It's not like a deep punch in the nut space, but it's like it's a good baritone. If I was playing this live, I'd definitely be adjusting the filter cutoff live. I believe I have a stuck note. Oh, I'm an idiot. I had a hold on the whole time. This thing is very sensitive. The keys are very sensitive. Also the buttons, you can just kind of brush this by accident and be like, whoops, change some stuff. And I accidentally hit hold on there and I was like, why is the note ringing? What the hell's going on? Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Let's build another patch. Modal. I like these sounds a lot, actually. These type of modal things. There's also 4 lanes of modulation that you could do in here with the sequencer. I don't know how to do that yet. That would be interesting to provide some modulation stuff as well. Let's go high pass. Okay, so timbre down. Okay, for this, I think I'm gonna go with this envelope, set it to run, and then let's set this to... I think we should set it to timbre. Let's try that. So we'll go timbre, bring the timbre up. Let's see, let's make this take a half second. The fall, actually the sustain, and the amount. Let's go low pass on here. Shape. I think the shape we need to throw the LFO on. Envelope is already affecting this. That's really cool. So this shows up if you're affecting something that's hardwired to the matrix. I like that. All right, so the LFO, let's do, yeah, a voice oscillator. Parameter 3, so the envelope is going to be affecting the shape. How much though is the question? Let's go a lot. And then let's slow this shape. Let's slow it down. Doesn't quite work. Let's try something else here. Let's actually go quicker in there. Also, let's have it not be so drastic. Let's bring this down. This is a very thin sounding patch at the moment. Maybe this envelope just shouldn't be affecting the timbre so much. Slow this down. Well, I've been messing with this thing for a couple hours now. I really like it. I think it's cool. This has been really fun doing this type of video, just kind of exploring a synthesizer. Not specifically going to make a track or anything like that, just exploring sounds. So if you watched all the way through, thanks for watching. I don't know how long this video is ultimately going to be because I've been sitting here for a few hours. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Also, sub to the channel and ring the bell if you want to see more content from myself and Memes as well when we do music releases. And if you're into this style of content as well, make sure to let me know in the comments. I definitely had fun doing this. I've got other synthesizers that I'd like to just make patches on, which would be really fun to do as well in the future. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at Teft on Twitter, and also follow Tefty Meems on Twitter as well, where we release stuff that's happening. If you want to support our music directly, you can always go to our Bandcamp and buy one of our records there, or stream it on Spotify or Apple Music and all those places. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Once again, this has been Tefty from Tefty Meems, and looking forward to making more content for you guys. See you next time. Deuces.